Hello, hello, my amazing artists. This is video 2 of how to draw a face and its proportions. Alright, so if you haven't drawn this yet, that means you need to go back to video 1. Like I said, this is video 2. Alright, here we go. So we've already discussed this line shows eyes, this line shows how far the nose comes, and this line shows how far the mouth comes. Now remember, everybody's beautiful and different, so these are general rules that are a little different for everybody. We know the ear is from here to there. Alright, now what's the biggest thing that we're missing right now? We are missing some hair. And let's talk about hair. We're going to be drawing shape of hair. When you're younger, there's usually people draw hair, little kids draw hair with just the lines, okay? And that's a great way to start. But as we get older, we like to look at or think of hair a little bit differently. We like to think of it starting more as a shape. Everybody has what's called a hairline. It's on your forehead here. That's where your hair starts to grow on your head. All right. And for me, it kind of looks like this. And everybody slopes down a little bit at the side. All right. And like I said, we're thinking about the shape of hair. If this is the top of my head, my hair has got a little bit of volume. Okay. So if this is the top of my skull, my hair might come a little bit above. And I'm drawing the shape of my hair. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of shapes of hair in your Google Classroom. All right. But it's something I want you to think of as a shape. All right. You can always go back in later. First of all, erase your skull line. And you can add some texture details. Okay. So, that's talking about hair. Right? Now let's talk facial features. Now we've already discovered where things go on the face, but this is a blank face. Now we have to do some drawing over here. Zooming in. Oops. Okay. On the top left square. Oops, a little technical difficulty. There we go. On the top left square, we're going to draw an eye. All right. Way the eye starts is as a circle. Now you have to be able to erase part of this, so draw very lightly. We're going to draw the line that comes through it as the eyelid and comes down under it. And the part that we wouldn't see, the part of your eye that's under the eyelid. So there we go. We're going to make the the pupil of the eye, which is the black part. If you want to add a little highlight in there, you can. When I am drawing just in pencil, I add some shading to the eye, the iris of the eye. This is the colored part of your eye. And finally, when I'm done, I gotta add those eyelashes. And whether you're boy, girl, everybody's got eyelashes. So that is how to draw an eye. It does take some practice, but you can always rewind this video and go back. Here we go. Let's start the nose. Let's put the nose over here. when I'm drawing a nose, okay, remember, the nose line is here. I always start with a curved line in the center. So curved line like this. Everybody's nose is a little different, and that's okay. On the sides, I use parentheses. And they don't always have to be drawn as a harsh line. A lot of artists like to do this as a shadow. You just put a little shading in there, but it is in the shape of a parentheses. And then attach the lines. If you want to show the side of the nose, you can also use shading because that's not a harsh line. And I usually just add shading to one side. Aha! And there we go. We have a nose. Let's talk about the lips. All right. It starts with a line. Now, fun fact, did you know, looking at the proportion, of your face, did you know if your eyes are here, let's pretend those are your pupils, okay? That your mouth actually comes from here down to here. So that line goes about from here to here. Isn't that interesting? So let's talk about drawing that. Starts with a line in the center, over and over, and comes down. Everybody has different kinds of lips, though. All right, so if yours are a little different shape, it's good to sometimes have a mirror to be able to see this. And then if you want to get fancy, you can add a little shading on that line here. All right. So let's talk about this last box here. All right. There's something that we didn't do. I should have done it earlier. I apologize. But we didn't talk about eyebrows when we did the eyes. Now, we're going to imagine that this is the left eye. All right. Or this eye. When we draw eyebrows, if it's a small drawing, we're just going to do like a little line. But if we're going to look at an eyebrow with detail, what we do is we actually can see it as a line made up of lines that we add more lines to. That's really what an eyebrow looks like. Some people have longer, bushier eyebrows, some are skinnier. Eyebrows put a lot of character onto a face. All right, now that you've done this little practice exercise, you do have one block left, and I want you to use this block as a practice for any one of these things, any one of these features that was the hardest for you, so you can give yourself an extra practice. All right, boys and girls, I hope you had fun learning more about faces. And remember, if you need more resources, you can go look and find them in your Google Classroom. All right, happy creating!